just adopted a shopping cart ordinance, and all those pesky shopping carts that sit around on the corners. Now any supermarket that has 10 or more carts has to contain them. And those things where you try to go over the line and it stops you, that's the kind of containment that they have to have. And already, I think 2 of the markets have begun to install that containment system already. So that's a really great thing. Those shopping carts drove me insane. So I'm very happy about that ordinance. Yes. And we have an aggressive graffiti removal program. I don't know if everybody knows that. Whenever you see graffiti, you can call that hotline number. It's on our website as well, but that's the number up there. To have the graffiti removed, it's usually removed in 48 hours, so they're pretty fast about it. And graffiti is one of those things that if you don't catch it often and quickly, really degrades the environment that we live in. So, any questions? Yeah.
When I was in Montebello, we started a program of graffiti removal, and there's a lot of recognizable graffiti by certain taggers. Mm-hmm. And once we found out who the taggers were, we would charge them for the removal, or we'd charge their parents. Good. Is St. Gabriel going to do that?
That would be a policing aspect of it, and that's a good idea too. They didn't go that far. The council hasn't gone that far, but again, I put a public speaking slip in and said, why don't we do that? I don't know if St. Gabriel has the regular taggers. Does anybody know if we have the recognizable signature ones? Not the artistic ones. But that's a really good point. Then it takes the burden off. You actually have to catch them in the act. I do know that. You actually have to catch them red-handed to be able to do that.
Hello. Have you made it aware? Have you made the business people aware? There is a film that they can put on their glass windows that will stop the scratching.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Yes, there is a film now that you can put on the windows. And yes, we got tagged on the windows, and then I found out.
Is it see-through? Is it completely?
Yes, it's just a film, and I guess it doesn't allow them to cut through.
Oh,
and it will make a big difference, because if they're not, we have the paint, because most of the businesses now have to put the paint on the outside of the building that you can just wash off the spray paint, but also now they have a film.
Yeah, on my office, which is in Alhambra, I just did that. I had new windows put in, and the window guy suggested for another 10% you could put this film on there, and I did. And he said the only problem with it is they can still etch. I mean, they can still scratch it, but then you can take that off, and it costs way less than putting new glass in.
So it wasn't that expensive to install?
No, it's very. If you're doing your windows and going to existing.
Right, but if you had existing windows and you just put film on it.
Yeah, I think it should be the same.
Yeah,
it's great.
They also put chemical on windows that etches.
But then afterwards, I had the windows washed, and they washed just the same as regular windows, so it's a real good.
This is the place to come for good ideas. I see that now. Wayfinding signs. These are signs that we're going to install again, funded by redevelopment money, throughout the city to help people who come to the city of San Gabriel know where our destinations are. We don't have very good signs to the Mission District, to the business districts, to our playhouse. So these signs will really help. They'll be directional from the freeways and from the entrances, the major entrances into the city. We're really excited about this project. Any questions? Okay. And we have a new city website we're going to do. How many people have gone into the City of San Gabriel's website? Okay, 7 people. All right. There's a reason for that. And that is that it's not very inviting. It's not very easy to use. So again, redevelopment money is paying for that website because we need to attract businesses and people to the city of San Gabriel. And one way you do that is online, as we all know, through the internet. So that's another one of the projects that we're working on. And that should be started in the next few months here. So if you are asked to give your input about what's important on the website, please do. And I always have to put in a plug for our beautiful playhouse. The next event is the American Chinese Cultural Association presenting the U.S. Chinese American New Year Festival Gala on January 30th. If you've not been to the Playhouse, it's spectacular. We have a handiworker program. Has anyone heard of the handiworker program? All of you guys should know about the handiworker program, because this is a program where we provide free minor repairs to seniors or people who are disabled and can't make their own repairs to house. It's about allowing people to stay in their homes, handrails, things like that. And it's administered through our organization that we've contracted with called Alta Pasa. And I have the information about that if anybody wants to know, but it's really good. I mean, you're out and about in the community probably as much as anybody else. You may see people who need these services. We're always happy to help in that way.
Is there a number?
Yes. Phone number, 626-457-1607. I'll repeat that, 457-1607.
It says seniors. Is it 55 or 62?
70.
Not sure. But if you call that number, they're going to tell you everything. One of the good things that happened in terms of getting money for new things is we're just awarded $4.9 million to do a new park at Marshall School. This is huge. This is through Prop 84 funds. Huge. This is a huge deal. This is one of the biggest grants that the city of San Gabriel has ever received. So we're about to start on embarking on that. But that's going to be really good for that neighborhood near Marshall School. Okay, now I'm just going to slip into a few site-specific things, and you all will recognize the Norm site. What is happening on the Norm site? Awful. It's awful. What's happening to the Norm site is the bad economy. It was purchased, it was the developers ready to go, let's build some stuff here, and then the economy hit rock bottom. The site has recently changed hands, but the original developer who was working on it has maintained control of the site, and he has told us that he is going to bring in revised concept plans fairly soon, in the next few months. So the first step is looking at those plans and then him getting the approval for those plans and then going through the plan check. Just so you know, there is some activity. It is slow because of the economy. As you all know, I don't have to tell you, money is tight, nobody's lending. And that's been part of the problem with these vacant sites. The developers just cannot get the money unless they're self-funded. The former Board of Realtors site. What's happening there? Oh, okay. I have to speed up. So that last project was 104 units, but the developer has recently rezoned that property for offices, and they're coming back with another plan for that property. This is 1527 Abbott. These are 10 new condominium units. They're in plan check right now. That means they're trying to get their building permits. Crown Valley, that's the corner down here. They're actually also trying to get their building permits. That's office and retail. Newest project on the books is 402 South San Gabriel, Sky Courts, 31 units with retail on the bottom. They just recently got their approvals and are going into plan check. Building permits. Albertsons, the Lucky Center. We're all very sad about that. Albertsons is leaving, it's official. We are working diligently with the owner to try to get in another desirable retailer there and to see if we can use redevelopment money while we still have it to help them upgrade that plaza to hopefully attract some good retail supermarkets there. So that's the latest with that one. Building codes. There was somebody here regarding the ADA accessible. What was your company's name?
Yours truly, accessibility.
Yours truly, accessibility. Why is that important? Because new building codes now require the city to have a certified CASP specialist. That's